Good morning and welcome to The Alignment. Let's talk about something a lot of people don't want to admit out loud. You can know the relationship was toxic. You can know it hurt you. You can know you had to leave. Yet and still, you missed them. And you know what? I'm going to tell you something. That confuses people. It confuses people because they think, if it was that bad, why do I still feel this way? If they treated me like that, why do I still think about them? If I know better, why do I still want to go back sometimes? I'm going to tell you, if you have ever felt like that, you are not alone. But more importantly, you are not broken. You're conditioned. See, let me break this down in a way that everybody can understand. One of the biggest lies survivors carry is this. They think missing the person means the relationship was real. They think craving the person means the connection was healthy. They think pain means there must have been something special. But let me give you a different perspective. Missing someone does not always mean that they were good for you. Sometimes it means you were bonded to them. And you know what? I think I've said this before. Trauma bonds don't break clean. They break in waves. And I think this is a good time to talk about why. Because once you understand this, you actually stop blaming yourself. So, narcissistic relationships are built on something called intermittent reinforcement. Just a fancy way of saying you don't get consistency. Now, if you're not getting consistency, what are you getting? You're getting unpredictability. How does that work out? One day, they are loving. The next day, they're distant. One moment, they are all in. The next moment, they pull away. One day you feel chosen. The next day, you're feeling confused. That pattern does something to your brain. It actually creates a loop. Because when something is unpredictable, your brain pays more attention to it. It tries to figure it out. It tries to solve it. It tries to win it. So now, instead of feeling secure in the relationship, you feel hooked. What do I mean by that? You start chasing the good moments. You start hoping. There's that word again, hope. You start hoping for the version of them you saw in the beginning. And then here it comes. You start believing this. You start believing, if I just get it right, it will go back to how it was. Here's the truth. That version wasn't stable. It was never stable. It was a phase. And the brain doesn't let go of that easily. Because when affection comes and goes, your brain releases dopamine. The same chemical involved in addiction. So when they pull away, you feel anxious. And when they come back, you feel relief. The narcissist knows exactly what they're doing. And you know what? That relief that you're feeling in that fleeting moment, that actually feels like love. But it is not love. It's a release from anxiety. That is why even after everything, you still think about them. That's why even after the disrespect, you still feel pulled. And I'm going to tell you something. That's why even after you leave, you still feel the urge to go back. Your body got used to the cycle. So when the relationship ends, you're not just dealing with heartbreak. That would make it simple. You are actually dealing with withdrawal. Let that sink in. You are dealing with withdrawal. Your system is looking for something that it got used to. Not because it was healthy, but because it was familiar. And this is where many people get stuck, because they think, if I still feel like this, it must mean I love them. But what you're often feeling is the absence of the cycle. Let me say that again. What you're feeling is the absence of the cycle, not the loss of healthy love. See, that is why time matters. That's why distance matters. That is why no contact matters. Because your system needs time. It needs time to reset. Now, this is the part that I really, really, really want you to hear. Missing them does not, let me repeat this. Missing them does not mean you should go back. Thinking about them does not mean they have changed. Feeling pulled does not mean that it was meant to be. What it really means is your system is adjusting. And every single time you choose not to go back, you are essentially breaking the cycle. Every time you sit with the discomfort, instead of running back to the chaos, because the chaos is there, you are rewiring your mind. Every time that you choose peace over familiarity, you are healing. And I've got to tell you this, healing doesn't always feel good. Sometimes, just sometimes, healing feels like longing. Sometimes healing feels like confusion. Sometimes healing feels like silence. But just because it doesn't feel good, that doesn't mean it's not working. One day you will wake up, and they will not be the first thing on your mind. One day, just one day, you will go hours without thinking about them. Can you imagine that right now? Hours. And one day, you will look back and feel nothing. You feel nothing but clarity. And when that day comes, you will realize something powerful. You did not miss them. You were breaking an attachment. And now you are free. So I'm going to tell you, if you're in that space right now, where part of you knows, you had to leave, but another part of you still feels pulled, be patient with yourself. Be honest with yourself. And most importantly, don't go back to something that required you to lose yourself just to keep it. Because I'm going to tell you, the real goal isn't just leaving the relationship. It is breaking the attachment. And once that breaks, you don't just move on. You level up. Stay powerful, keep healing. And the reason why I do everything that I do, love you guys. See you at the next alignment.
Healing begins the moment you choose yourself again.